open. Wide open. Wide open. Wide open. Yeah, it was 1-7. 1-7. They got to purposely keep it close. They got to keep the Pacers in the game. They don't want this to be too big of a blowout. 7-1, 1-7. And these guys are cooked. They have no chance. So look at that. A steal. Look at that. They purposely throw it out. Oh, too strong, too strong, too strong there. Too strong there. Now Aaron Rodgers going to the Steelers. 100% Aaron Rodgers is winning week 1. It's the Jets. This guy was barely serviceable. Rodgers still had good stats, but he didn't even have like a real coach last year. It is Mike Tomlin. He always stays. He never finishes below 500. So the bottom line is that the Jets are a joke. The Jets are the Jets. The Steelers get a week 1 win. Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf. Are we really going to expect the Steelers to lose? I'm not going to expect the Steelers to lose. I'm going to expect the Steelers to keep things interesting. Aaron Rodgers with the week 1 win at the Meadowlands against the Jets. Look at Brazil at 0-0. 0 goals. Brazil's still crap. Change the manager. It doesn't matter. Brazil's still crap. Hopefully Messi scores. Unfortunately, I don't think the Argentina game is on TV. I don't think I can watch it. You know, the excitement, the emotions of the NBA Finals is here, and Game 1 is when the crowd is more electric. It's like it finally began 5, 6, 7 days later. So, watching 1/4 of this game, I'll probably watch some baseball after this. But you know, the Thunder have won this. I don't think they should be up by at least 5 points. After the first quarter, I can turn this off. It was 7-1. They're going to purposely keep the score close. Watch, they're keeping it close on purpose. They know what they're doing. Even if the Pacers are up by 5, it doesn't matter. I'm not. You only mug me off if you get me to watch for a half, or for 3/4, or for the entire game. I'm only going to watch 1/4 this game. 1/4. Because I know the Thunder are going to win. They're going to put on a show. Okay? Maybe I watch again if the Pacers make it to win Game 3 and the series is only 2-1. But let's stop with the fake news that Goki Naban said this is his last year. Like 2 or 3 people have commented, have said it's over. It's his last year. He's never going to win another championship again. And quite frankly, it's fake news. I don't believe everything you listen or read. He never said last year was his last year. LeBron wants to play with Bryce James. It's a given. He wants to play with both of his sons. And Bryce is going to get drafted, and he's going to threaten everybody again. Don't draft Bryce, or I'm going to move to Australia. I'm going to join the Australian League. So Bryce James can end up on the Lakers. There will be a game against the worst team in the league where goalkeeper Bond, Bryce, and Bronny, all three will be out on the floor at the same time. And last night, what a game in overtime that was. What a game. Wow. They hit the post a couple of times. They were close, but that was a nice piece of passing there at the end. What a shot that was. That was a great game last night. 1-0. They scored 3 straight. Oilers scored 2. They tied. Overtime. They come back from 3-1 to win 4-3. That's a championship series right there. I can't wait till tomorrow. I can't wait till the game 2 tomorrow. I think I only watch 1/4 of this. This has to be the most rigged game ever if Indiana somehow wins this game 1. Ah. What kind of pass was that? Is Kevin Durant watching the game? Does he even give a fuck that the Thunder win the championship without it? He don't give a damn about rings. This guy just wants to hoop. He just wants to hoop. He don't care about winning. Does he really care about his image, Kevin Durant? I mean, he probably does care. He probably does. He wouldn't reply to everyone on Twitter if this kind of stuff, this kind of legacy stuff didn't bother him. He wouldn't be replying to everyone on Twitter. Back-to-back turnovers. That's not how you keep pace with the Thunder. Nice energy on the offensive rebound. Yeah, contact, but I think that's a proper no call. I think this playoffs has been a dud. I know there's been an upset with the Cavs and an upset with the Pacers, with the Knicks, but overall, I think this playoffs been a dud. 5-game series for the Thunder. Goalkeeper Bond, Stephen Curry, they lose in 5 games. It's like, I think a couple years ago, where we had the Kings and the Warriors in 7 games, that was action packed. He knows Shea is trying to draw contact, but this right here is the balance and the shot making. Brazil sucks. 0 goals. This team's not winning any World Cup. Brazil sucks. It's 0-0. This team is terrible. They can't. It doesn't matter if they have Ancelotti. They can't score. Brazil's garbage. Rapinha can't do anything outside of Barca. He can't do anything outside of Barca. He's only good because of Barcelona, because of all the players supporting him at Barcelona. No, that game still has a rain delay. I'm waiting for that game. I know the Astros lost yesterday. Astros should be able to beat the Pirates tonight. I'll go Astros in that game. They should be able to beat Pittsburgh. No one even touched him. Someone knocked him on the ground or something, man. The NHL, they don't get away with this kind of pussy crap right there. These guys are hitting each other. It's getting feisty. It's a very physical game. It's a man's game in the NHL. NBA pussy shit. You know, the Mets are the best team so far. The Mets, they took 4 out of 6 against the Dodgers. The Mets beat the Dodgers. The Mets beat them 2-1. Then at Dodger Stadium, the Mets won 2-1. So Mets are the top dog. I'm still gonna go with the Mets winning the championship with Juan Soto first year after he leaves the Bronx. Mets will probably beat him in 6. And 7-game series, 7-game series. Dodgers have 8 titles. Mets are going to win 8 games against the Dodgers this year. They won 4. They don't play again until October if they face off against each other. The only team that I think can stop the Yankees is the Detroit Tigers, and Gleyber Torres is playing for them too. Schoolball's really good. We'll see if we have a year where the Tigers make the World Series and the Lions make the Super Bowl. We'll see. It's like that one year where all the Tampa teams made the championship. The Rays against the Dodgers, the Bucks against the Chiefs, and the Lightning, I think, maybe it was against Dallas or whoever it was in 2020. So that kind of thing does happen. I think Florida Gators were in the College World Series in 2023 in Miami. It was in the finals in 2023. So you got to pay attention to the Detroit Tigers. You have to. Yeah, I was watching that game today. Why didn't they bunt the 2 guys from first and second to second and third? But no, the guy strikes out looking, and then of course they fail to score the run, and then the White Sox win. That Connor McDavid guy, that other guy that scored last night, like, you get the feeling that Connor McDavid, this is his time. And the numbers suggest it's his time to win. Now, who else was going to get Aaron Rodgers? Raiders already got Geno. He wasn't going there. The Giants, did they draft the quarterback? So he wasn't going to go to the Giants. Steelers had nobody at quarterback last year, so that was the only choice. They'll keep things interesting with the Steelers. They'll probably be a one and done team in the playoffs. But it just all depends on who the NFL wants to make the playoffs. So the criteria is Bengals and Ravens have to make it. So that's one wild card spot that already goes away. You're dealing with the Dolphins and the Chargers and maybe the Raiders. So again, they're just multiple teams in contention. It's going to make it very hard for the Steelers to try to get a number 5, number 7 spot. Plus, is Aaron Rodgers going to get injured? I mean, that's the kind of thing we have to ask. Is he going to get an injury? Because he's what, 41 years of age or something? So injuries can happen anytime. Go Thunder! Worst finals ever. Top 10 highest favorited teams to win the NBA Finals. 2 teams left. I think Thunder, number 7 on the list. I'm telling you, the Bengals are going to shock the world next year. That's a bold prediction. Because what's going to happen with Troy Hendrickson? Is he going to have a change of heart? Is Joe Burrow going to sacrifice the salary needed to keep Trey Hendrickson happy? So this whole Trey Hendrickson saga, there could be a twist where Joe Burrow decides, I'm going to eat up $10 million of my salary. I'm going to make it happen to keep Trey here for a year or 2. Plot twist. Because otherwise, people say he's going to end up on the Lions or he's going to end up on the Bills. Could be a plot twist. We're about a month away from training camp, so we'll see what happens with Trey Hendrickson. If the Bengals lock up Trey Hendrickson, they're set to go. They're set to go. With Bo Nix, is he going to be consistent? Is he only good because it's easy to play behind an elite defense? These are the kind of questions that we have with the Denver Broncos. When the defense isn't as good, how's Bo Nix going to handle that? The kid looks pretty good so far, though. I'm not going to lie. Boise Broncos, Denver Broncos. No, he's from Oregon. Go Thunder! 6 turnovers. The ball just slipped through his hands. Joakim the ball, the scoring king on 2-7 against the Thunder. Thunder win the championship. They win the back-to-back. Knicks are 2-7 the finals. 2027. Knicks have Mike Malone as coach. Malone's Camacho 60, Joakim the ball, 60th playoff win with the Lakers against Mike Malone. We beating Mike Malone in 2027. Mike Malone's gonna coach the Knicks. Knicks know what they're doing. They already have Mike Malone lined up. He's from New York. He's from Astoria. He's from Queens, New York. He's an NBA champion. He knows how to utilize the best. The New York Knicks absolutely had, as much as I like Thibodeau, Knicks had to fire him. They had to get a champion. You're not going to win a championship running your players down the ground. The 9-point blown lead, the game 2 where in the fourth quarter, the first few minutes, Jalen Brunson was on the bench to begin the fourth quarter. That's probably why he got fired. That's 2027. Next year, Lakers against the Celtics. Jason Tatum will have a hell of a comeback. Mamba style comeback. Jason Tatum as goalkeeper. Guys, Kobe Bean Bryant at Beantown. Only 4 points. Yeah, look, Yankees keep on winning. Yep, they surprised me so far, but they're going to lose against one of these teams in the top 5. They're not going to win without Garrett Cole. Seattle Mariners are a good team. They've got Wu, they've got Luis Castillo, they've got the Julio Rodriguez guys. So I think Seattle Mariners rounds up my top 3 in the American League. All the money's on the end now. Phillies, the Mets, and the Dodgers. It's like it's clearly those 3. I don't know what the Phillies have to do to get over the line. I know Bryce Harper's bound to make it back at some point. Is he going to be Barry Bonds and not win a championship? Well, Mike Trout will never win a championship. They're not going to hand out rings like it's candy. Okay, this finals is boring. It's already over. They're up by 8 points. They're not losing this game. That wasn't the and one. Seriously, fuck this league. Why can't you give a team their first championship? Why do you have to give the Bucks a second freaking ring? Why do you have to give this franchise their second ring? Why you do the loser Phoenix Suns dirty like that? I swear. You guys just hate the fucking Suns, man. You guys can suck a fat one. This game is over. I think I've seen enough. This game is over. This game is over. Okay, the first quarter ain't over just yet. I'll watch you in the first quarter. Thunder in five. Oilers in five. They win the Stanley Cup on Donald Trump's birthday. They celebrate winning the Stanley Cup on Donald Trump's birthday. On his birthday, they do. Happy birthday, Donald Trump. Canada celebrates the Stanley Cup. They went up, Joe. He's a taco. Trump always chickens out. That's what taco stands for. You want a taco? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't a taco. I don't chicken out. Oh, yeah. Look at Canada's going to win the Stanley Cup. Oilers in five on Donald Trump's birthday on Friday, June the 14th. It'd be hilarious if it does end in five. They got to celebrate the cup at Edmonton, right? So it's either game five or game seven. So that's where we're at. Hey, Kevin Durant joins the Knicks. Everyone's going to pick the Knicks to win the East next year. The NBA's mafia. So Kevin Durant is going to have to lose against the Celtics again when Jason Tatum comes back from injury. So the Knicks are not going to make it next year. Home cooking. Home cooking. SGA, the free throw merchant, he's got a good mid range. He can drive, but he's a little bit of a hyped up free throw merchant. They started the game down 1-7. They might end the quarter with 17 points. NBA 17, by the way. From the outset, what they're anticipating is the triple handoff because he's such a good facilitator. But spin off that defender, get to the cup, show him your right hand, Isaiah. You can put the ball before you pass. He credits that when he was a kid. His dad coached. His dad was a coach. I just gotta check the game. Did Brazil score? Oh, they didn't. Man, they suck. Brazil sucks. Well, I had the over on Uruguay and Paraguay. I should have taken the under on this game. And Brazil sucks. This shitty ass team's not winning the World Cup. You gotta be fucking delusional if you think Brazil is winning the World Cup. They suck. Argentina's gonna win again. Brazil is shit. Delusional. They're terrible. Oh, Ancelotti's gonna fix everything. Oh, really? At least he's not jacking up 3-pointers all the time. It's better than just jacking up 3-pointers. You know, you're keeping the defense honest. This is what they're doing right here. I got to root for the Caruso, right? Go Alex Caruso, win a ring. Go Alex Caruso. I'll probably turn this off definitely by halftime. Definitely by halftime. I changed my mind. I'm just curious how they keep this game close. There's millions of people who can be watching. I'm just only one person. I'm not rationalized watching the series. I'm just going to watch Caruso for one more quarter. OKC's 29. They scored 29 points in the first quarter. OKC is 29 and 11 in Gematria. First quarter was rigged. OKC is Gematria 29 and 11. 29-20 at the end of the quarter, 49 points, no Kevin Durant around to be a part of the championship. And Kevin Durant has to be a legend at New York City. He's got to be a legend at New York. Man, Brazil sucks. They suck. They're awful. Brazil suck. Go Argentina. How did Messi score? Did Argentina win yet? Look at freaking Ecuador. I know Ecuador are good. They had more possession, more shots than Brazil. Only had 3 shots. Man, this team sucks. Go Argentina. Argentina's a real team. Argentina already have 72% possession. That Messi not in the game. He's not in the game. Messi's not in the lineup. Simeone and Paz and Armada are starting. Hopefully Messi makes a cameo appearance. He's not starting the game. He's on the bench. Messi's on the bench. Paraguay over Uruguay. Brazil draw. Hopefully Argentina win. Alex Caruso wins a ring, and he faces off against the Lakers next year. Caruso getting a ring. Long live the Caruso. Alex Caruso does win a ring in front of fans. We're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we lowered MSRP on the best-selling Growth and Pathfinder. I wish he were still on the Lakers. Austin Reeves going nowhere. He played college ball at Oklahoma with the Sooners. He's going to beat them with the Lakers next year. He's going to come back Mamba style. He ain't getting traded away. That's not what the script says. Script says he comes back, he hits the weight room, he gets stronger, he's going to be better in the playoffs next year. Those in-game interviews must be the most annoying shit ever. Annoying. Who's stopping the Thunder? Okay. Let it rain. They're going to hit 60, will they? This NBA Finals sucks. We could have really had a much better matchup. The moment is too big for Indiana. They're not good enough like the Cavs. They're not good enough like the Celtics. At least have game 1 at Madison Square Garden. We could have game 1 at Madison Square Garden. Only if it was T-Wolves against the Knicks. It was a given if the Lakers were not going to win the title, that the only 2 teams that were capable was the Celtics and the Thunder. Anyone knew those are the only 2 teams that really had a chance to win. It's not Okinawan's fault Lakers lost. It was the Mafia's fault. Too much money was on the Lakers. They purposely lost because there's too much money on the Lakers. Just like there's too much money on the Lions and the Chiefs for the Super Bowl. Just like there's lots of money on the Celtics. The public all over the Dodgers. Go Mets. I don't know who everyone likes for the Super Bowl as far as the public goes next year. This stuff is just crap. The NBA really needs Lakers Celtics next year.
The one player with championship experience on OKC plays aggressive defensive. But what I like about him is he's never.
Knicks can't happen until the sixth ring. Until he ties Mike and Kareem at the birthplace of New York City. Alex Caruso to the free throw line. The Thunder know they're losing. They know they're not good enough. I can't believe there are people who think the Thunder, the Pacers have a chance. Pacers have no finals experience. Like, is that team really going to win? We have Alex Caruso. Thunder just feeding off the energy of the home crowd. Pacers are choking. The Thunder's defensive options are getting the best. The rebounding too. Thunder really go for every rebound. They may seem like a finesse team, but they don't play to finesse. They still go out and get rebounds and do some dirty, nitty gritty. It was almost an and one. That was close.
Richard, you and I are talking about this. Pascal is going to be so important. His ability to flex into different matchup advantages. The man who got to shoot free throws got to flex into.
How Argentina did it do?
When Shea goes out,
Alvarez is probably going to score. Romero de Paul, Palacios. Okay. The Dortmund guy. Okay, the Leverkusen guy. They're just saving Messi for the FIFA Club World Cup. Will Messi even play? Is he even going to play? Catch and shoot. Dude, you got to put that up. There's no Kevin Durant. How do you like the Thunder now, Kevin Durant? How do you like the Thunder now, Kevin Durant? They probably will win by 20.
referees know it, the players know it.
This is a garbage finals, man. It's terrible. What are these guys thinking? I'm not watching game 2. I'm not even watching game 3. I am watching game 4.
Teams have played the wear them down games throughout the season.
I wish Argentina game was on TV.
Remember, he missed 50 games during the regular season with that hip injury, and he's still on 68. So watch time is so important.
Okay. That's basically what Malone is. Malone is 60-24. GKL will be GOAT peanut butter. I should just. It should be GKL GOAT peanut butter. Because 32 wins the back-to-back, and that gives him 60 by beating Mike Malone and the New York Knicks.
Hasn't always been easy. He had his ups and downs, injuries, trade rumors.
And Mike Malone will just win the title 6 years later with Kevin Durant.
He was magnificent for him. He was very emotional after clinching the Eastern Conference Championship the other night and getting his first NBA title appearance. Well, now it is beautiful to watch.
Miles Turner deserves it. He's been a long time pro. They say he was getting traded to the Lakers. He's going to this place, but no, he sticks it out. He gets to play in the finals. He still gets to make millions of dollars. How you miss wide open like that? Oh, these guys can't rebound. They don't know how to rebound at all. They're pathetic. That Brazil sucks. Already Argentina scored. Julian Alvarez, you guys suck. I heard was Doris Burke getting fired. I heard she was getting fired. I don't think a lot of people like Doris Burke. I want Mark Jackson back. Where is he at?
I'm in design studio.
TV timeout with the Pacers at 33 points, and of course, it is NBA Finals. That is Camacho 33. Them numbers people at it again.
Get live expert assistance to maximize your tax savings. Get back to doing what you love. Manage and grow your business all in one place.
Them numbers people at it again. For the record, I'm not going to get mugged off here by Adam Silver. Don't even think for a second you can mug me off for another quarter by having a tie game at halftime. It ain't happening. I'm only watching another quarter, the second quarter. That's it. That's it. We already know this finals is over. Thunder in 5. Over. Done. Over. Facts. Facts. Pacers have 0 boring finals. You think Heat Lakers would be in the top 10 of highest, the biggest favorites ever to win an NBA Finals, but no, it wasn't even top 10, Lakers Heat. Thunder, biggest NBA Finals favorites. The source was Yahoo Sports. Biggest favorites NBA Finals history. Is the article going to freshen up?
They're ruthless. NBA masterminds. 8 games last night. They didn't miss any of the action.
If I had $1 million, I would definitely bet on the Thunder to win the series over the Pacers. And that's just common sense. Hi, Red NBA Finals. What is this article? Come on, Yahoo! Come on! I don't know why it's not popular. Tyrese, he's good, but he doesn't carry the league like his goatness, Goat King LeBron James. You hate this guy, this gives you more of a reason to watch the finals. Julian Alvarez score. It is 1-0 Argentina. If Messi don't play, then I wonder if Messi's going to get a cameo appearance. I wonder. Plot twist: Chile score. Messi comes in, he scores to win the game 2-1. Come on! That was close! Do better, Holmgren or Hartenstein, whichever white guy that was that missed the shot. I know there are two of you. I'm just waiting for article to load up. Let me just. I don't know what's happening. Biggest favorites NBA Finals history. Where was the article? Sports books are rooting for the Thunder to win. Game line moves towards Thunder despite more action on the Pacers. Will be sports books will cheer for the Thunder. I just saw it pop up on my browser. It's just people are chasing the long shot odds. They're chasing the long shot odds. That's okay. That's why they're rooting for the Thunder. I told you Vegas wasn't playing around. They weren't going to have the Timberwolves win the championship because it's about Las Vegas maximizing the profit before the inevitable GOAT King LeBron James back-to-back championships. We'll be prepared to pay out. We have the Lakers lose, we have the Warriors lose, we have the Celtics lose, we all win. Cavs don't win the conference. These bets don't play out. We win big time this year. We getting ready for GOAT King LeBron to pay the do-re-mi out on the Lakers over the next 2 seasons. So that's why they had the Oklahoma City at the minus 300 when there were like 4 teams left.
So good. He's big. He is strong. He has got lateral speed.
Brazil are garbage. Vamos Argentina. Vamos Argentina. Argentina, the best team in the world, winning the World Cup again. Back-to-back years, Argentina. Or back-to-back years for the World Cup. Argentina for the win.
minutes.
Yeah, the Oilers are going to be up 3-1. They're going to clinch the Stanley Cup back to Edmonton.
This is game one. The interesting thing is when he got out of Vanderbilt, he started reporting on some of the dragons. He wasn't a good defender. Now he's one of the better defenders. You'd be surprised how good of a defense you'll play when you're trying to survive in this league.
NBA boy. Yeah, it was like Messi has 5 goals against Chile. Why couldn't he get the 6th goal, like the 6th appearance in the World Cup final for Argentina? So as I freshen up the article, if Thunder score, I'm turning this off. I think I've seen enough. They did not score. I haven't seen enough. Okay, now if the Thunder score here, I'm turning this off. Oklahoma City Thunder are the largest NBA Finals favorites in their franchise history against the Pacers at 5-1. The sportsbook will still be cheering for Oklahoma City when the series tips off on Thursday night. The Thunder have been our best result just about the entire playoffs. That remains the case. And with where the finals pricing is, I can guarantee we'll be cheering on Oklahoma City. Sportsbooks were helped in the futures market by the Lakers losing in the first round to bet MGM's biggest liability by a decent margin to win the title. Goat Kinbon never choked. All this stuff is childish. The mob was the reason why Goat Kinbon lost. I blame it on the mob. Goat Kinbon is still far greater than any other player who breathed air on this planet. Goat Kinbon lost because the mob was set to lose if the Lakers win their title. The Warriors, Nuggets, Cavs, and Celtics all were potential hazards for the sports books and were eliminated before the conference finals. Our best result is OKC. The vice president at the Westgate Las Vegas says, their odds were low enough all season that liability didn't accumulate. They were one of our best scenarios going to the playoffs, and we do very well on them. Thunder were 10-1 for a total of 3 days. OKC was plus 185 entering the postseason, minus 175 entering the T-Wolves. The Thunder minus 7 under tie for the 7th biggest favorite in NBA Finals history. Pacers 50-1, 150-1 in March, 80-1. They were 8-1 entering the conference finals. Adrian Horton, director of North American Sports Trading for ESPN, bet many bettors have backed the Pacers during a playoff run that includes taking down the top seed Cavs and the Knicks. Given the relatively long price compared to OKC, who have taken care of business as a 1 seed, it's the Pacers who are our biggest liability today. But MGM told Yahoo Sports that there are a couple of Pacers futures wagers with the chance to win 6 figures at 125-1. Sherman says Westgate took a $400 wager on Indiana 150-1 in mid-February, along with 2 $200 wagers at that price, making Indiana a small liability. Certainly for the Eastern Conference futures, having the Pacers come through in mafia fashion was a win, says Thomas Gable, sportsbook director at the Borgata in Atlantic City. On the East Coast there, the Las Vegas of the East Coast. We have liability on both the Knicks and the Celtics, and we pretty much break even on the Cavs. Pacers were ignored all season long. Likely due to the big potential payout, and just like last year, Bettors have been backing Indiana to beat OKC with a staggering 92% of their bets and 91% of the total dollars wagered so far on the basis to win the finals outright. The biggest upset in the history of the finals was the Pistons when they upset the Lakers in 5 games. If Las Vegas says so, I can turn this off right now. Over 90% of the bets is on the Pacers. So, I didn't make it through to the second half. With about 4 minutes left of the second quarter, I've decided to crash out here. And with a 10-point lead and with all the money on the Pacers, nobody is going to be stopping me. And now, on the other hand, when Joakim LeBron announced he is returning to the Lakers, they will no longer be 16-1. The Lakers are going to be single digits. They'll be 10-1, but they're not going to be 15-1. Their odds are going to slash when GOAT King LeBron inevitably has made a formal declaration that he is, in fact, coming back for another season with the Lakers. They'll be 10-1, they'll be 8-1, they'll be 7-1, something like that. But it's only high right now because of somewhat of the uncertainty surrounding will GOAT King LeBron return next year. Thunder in 5, Oilers in 5. Here we go.